The growth of Western Australia's mining industry is being blamed for looming domestic power shortages in the Pilbara. But the state opposition says the problem could have been avoided if the government had prioritised power infrastructure over other projects.
For a region abundant in natural gas, it would seem unfathomable the Pilbara is facing a power shortage. But it's the region's reliance on power generated by the resources industry that's the problem. Power stations run by companies like BHP Billiton need so much power for their own projects, they no longer have the capacity to generate as much electricity for domestic use.
We are very aware, and I'm very cognisant of the fact that we will have capacity constraints in about 2 years' time.
An interconnected power system runs between Karratha and Port Hedland. The Carpenter Labor government planned to expand the grid to other Pilbara towns to reinforce supplies, but the Liberals put the plan on the back burner.
This is a government which focuses on the pet projects of Mr Barnett and Mr Grills, and which is underfunding basic core infrastructure.
Look, we felt that our priorities would be better spent in other areas, other projects, for example Oakajee or sinking in the Northbridge Railway, and that was an eminently sensible decision. You know, we're not ready yet for an interconnected system. Ultimately down the track it will happen, but as I said, our priorities lay in other projects.
Peter Collier says if necessary the government will hire diesel generators as backup power for the Pilbara. He says that's a big if, but one the opposition says would be expensive.
The costs of dirty, expensive solutions in the Pilbara will be borne by all of us in our electricity bills.
Horizon Power says it needs an extra 100 megawatts of power by 2013 to cope with projected demand and wants the government to fund a $400 million power station. The Energy Minister says privately funded options are also being considered, but insists a decision is imminent. Eliza, Borrello, ABC News.